Well, here's something that is interesting in a way.
Okay.
All right. Are you getting sleepy on me already?
Dude, you know my sleep schedule. I haven't slept in days.
Sure. All right. Look at Demon. The Disaster Tapes was Crew's last CD.
Yeah, well, he's right about that.
The Disaster Tapes.
Well, she's right about that. That's Crew. That's the last 5 Crew records, if you ask me.
Right. All right. Well, here we go with a freedom of speech issue.
Okay.
Swastikas displayed outside of California house upsets the neighbors.
Okay.
All right. Well, here's a question I have. Just want your thoughts on this.
Okay.
How long's it been since World War II?
Ended in 45.
So we're in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So 60 years.
Yeah.
So 60 years later, somebody...
60 or 70?
70 years?
70 years.
70 years later.
Because 60 would be 2005.
Correct.
Right, so 70 years later.
The sight of a swastika gets people upset.
I drive off the road and start crying personally.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is you see something like that, you understand the symbolism and where it came from, but do you just like get all angry and, just stomp around and get all upset? And, I get the tragedy of it. It was a huge tragedy in world history.
Sure.
But is it enough to get you to ruin your whole day? No.
I mean, I get it. It could be, offensive. And if you had relatives that were, thrown in the oven and whatnot, I get that would be offensive and all that. But I don't know. I mean, there's bigger things to worry about than some fucking idiot.
Sure.
That's always my thought with anything is, it's just like is a swastika on a flag at a house any different than the guy coming out of the house wearing the Jesus is a cunt cradle of filth t-shirt, to the religious person? Is it any different? Does it hurt anybody at all? Just who gives a fuck? Don't give them attention and they'll stop.
Right.
Everybody that does that kind of shit, they're just doing it for attention.
Of course they are.
And anybody that reacts is the dumbass giving them what they want. You just blow it off. Who gives a shit? Let them have. You're giving them the attention they want, you dummies.
Sure. Well, in Sacramento, California, a Northern California man displayed a poster-sized... Now, how big is a poster size? 24 by 36?
I guess so, yeah.
Is that poster size?
Think so.
He displayed poster-sized swastikas outside his Sacramento house.
Okay.
Is upsetting some of the neighbors.
Oh, terrible.
And state lawmakers.
State lawmakers?
Yeah. It's upsetting. I'll read this again. A Northern California man's display of poster-sized swastikas outside his Sacramento house is upsetting some neighbors and state lawmakers.
Okay.
Who plan to call on him to remove them.
Okay. They can ask him.
They plan on calling on him.
Mm-hmm. So they're planning to ask him to take down his poster.
Yeah.
His flag.
I don't know, dude. You want to be the one to go up there and knock on his door? I don't know. I plan on doing that. Thought about doing it on the way home from the Capitol, building.
Yeah. Hope he doesn't shoot me with a Ruger.
Let's see. Maybe, do you think maybe you should stop maybe by Enemans or maybe Krispy Kreme? Maybe pick up like a peace offering first?
Yeah, maybe we should.
I don't know. I'm your local lawmaker.
Yeah.
And I'm upset by your poster-sized swastika. I was wondering, could you like take that down?
Yeah.
Because it's upsetting me. And
get off my lawn.
It's upsetting me. I brought you some donuts.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. But no.
It's upsetting me.
Yeah. Sorry.
I tried to pass a bill today.
Mm-hmm.
That would give the homeless some shelter.
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's upset.
That swastika flag just stuck in my head.
I kept thinking about it today, and I was just like, I should vote yes on this homeless shelter thing. But I was so upset, I just voted present.
Yeah, I'd like to feed the homeless, but I can't think straight with that swastika up in your yard.
That's the only thing that's been on my mind today, and I was thinking about stopping.
Very upsetting.
I was going to stop by here today and say, hey, could you take that down? It's upsetting me and the neighbors.
Yeah, I just didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to say it to you without offending you as well.
Right.
Because, allegedly you do have the right to express yourself.
Sure you do.
But it's very upsetting.
But, the biggest dilemma I had was coming over here and wondering if I should stop by the Krispy Kreme or buy you a Cookie Puss instead.
Yeah, because most of you race baiters like the Cookie Puss.
Right. Cookie Puss is usually the best.
That usually works for most people. Most people's hate is usually tamed by the Cookie Puss.
Right. But I understand that, you racist and white supremacists, you usually like the Krispy Kreme better, though.
Yeah. As long as the cream's white.
That's, but that's been that's what was going through my mind all day, and that's why I couldn't vote on any of these important bills today.
I was gonna vote, but man, oh man, somebody gave me a chocolate donut and made me think you wouldn't like that as a swastika holder.
Yeah, because it's got the chocolate frosting and it's brown and it doesn't jibe with your white outlook.
That's right. Can't be having that.
Yeah, so I made sure I got you all white Krispy Kreme.
That's right. With white frosting.
Right. So would you do us all a favor and take that down?
No.
All right. The symbol used by German Nazis in World War II replaced stars in one American and 2 Israeli flags.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
There is also a Palestinian flag and a statue made of wood of a figure raising his arms and dressed in army green. The display also includes Christmas lights to illuminate it at night.
So in other words, this guy started with a flag.
Right.
And that didn't get any attention.
Sure.
So then he got another flag.
Right.
And nobody still gave him attention. So then he put up a big old statue.
With his arms raised.
Right. And still nobody
Yeah,
did it.
he's,
So then
he's militant. He's a militant guy.
Right. So then he had to light it up.
So you could see it during the day and the night.
Right.
So he's kind of a dick.
Yeah, and now finally the lawmakers are upset.
Right.
So stupid.
Look at Donald Duck.
I know, I saw that with the Mein Kampf. It's great.
It's upsetting.
Yeah, I'm very upset by that.
This is very upsetting.
I'm never going to look at another Disney movie again.
I'm never going to move to Sacramento.
Nope, me either.
These assholes up there.
That's right.
With their Mein Kampf and their swastikas and their statues.
Sacramento is bad.
Their statues dressed in army green with their arms raised above their heads.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I agree. Sacramento police spokesman officer Justin Brown. That's not going anywhere.
No,
his name's Justin Brown.
Yeah, Justin Brown.
Right. See? Now, if it was Justin White.
Yeah, then we could pay attention if it's Justin White.
He'd probably get his attention a little better.
Yeah, but that name, I can't support that.
Justin Brown.
No, can't support that.
Guilty.
Yes, get him off my yard.
Right. Said Wednesday, police received a call about the house in the River Park neighborhood on Monday, and after doing a welfare check for
what?
Found there was no reportable crime.
Right.
We haven't received any other complaints, Brown said. Democratic Senator Marty Block of San Diego said a news conference with lawmakers, veterans, and community leaders will be held Tuesday to call on the house owner to voluntarily remove the swastikas.
So in other words, they can't do dick.
They're holding a press conference.
They're going to try and pressure him into taking it
A news conference.
That's right.
Now, Sacramento is about 600 miles from San Diego.
Right, yeah, I know.
So this Democratic Senator, Marty Block, he's calling a news conference with lawmakers and veterans to say, hey, dude, we're disturbed by this.
Well, maybe like Sarah Palin seeing Russia, maybe he can see this in his backyard.
Right.
It's only 600 miles away.
Now get this. Block, who is the chair of the Jewish caucus.
Oh, wow. How convenient.
I didn't know there was such a thing as the Jewish caucus.
The Jewish caucus.
Right.
Okay, because we need that.
He called the display an insult.
To what?
To the American soldiers killed and wounded fighting Adolf Hitler's Nazi army.
Oh, really?
And the millions who died in Germany concentration camps.
Yeah. Well, what do you think the people that were serving and, what do you think they think about it?
Sure.
What do you think they think about the American flag? Think they love it that their loved ones got killed by American troops?
Sure.
I'm sure they're not thrilled either.
Right. It's an insult to the memory of tens of thousands of brave American soldiers who died fighting people wearing swastikas.
Okay.
And for the 6 million people who died a horrible death in concentration camps, Block said, most of those who perished in camps were Jews.
Block is where? San Diego?
That's where he's from.
You think this Block guy is fucking, since he's from San Diego, you think he's fighting hard to make everybody speak the language of this country?
I don't think so.
English? Since he's like right close to Mexico? You think he's pushing for that?
No.
So he's not pushing for the national language of this country, but he can fucking go on there and defend people that might be offended by a former enemy 70 years ago of this country.
Right.
What a fucking hypocritical douche.
KCRA-TV first reported about the display on Tuesday and tried to talk to the House resident, but he refused to be interviewed.
Of course he did.
Robbie Rose, who lives nearby, told KCRA-TV he has thought about taking down the swastikas himself.
Oh, good for him.
I'm going over to his private property.
Yeah.
I'm going to break the law. I'm going to trespass. I'm going to take this down myself, pal.
Yeah.
Because I can't take it.
Yeah, it's bothering me.
This is the one that gets me.
All right.
How do I explain this to my little ones?
Shut the fuck up.
How do I explain this?
Why do you need to?
I am all for freedom of speech.
No, you're not. Otherwise, you wouldn't be wanting to take his dumb flag down.
But this is just too much.
No, it's not. Then you're not for freedom of speech.
You crossed my line, pal.
Wait a minute. I'm all for freedom of speech except his.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Unless it crosses my line.
Yeah, you crossed my line.
There you go.
Like what you said.
I knew you would
Do
love
people understand what freedom of speech means? Freedom of speech is not the freedom to say stuff that people will like. It's the freedom to be able to create discourse by the things that you say that people won't like. That's what freedom of speech is. Idiots.
I really do want to get that out of... Let's see. I really do want to get out of my car and rip that down.
Really? I'll bet you he wants to shoot you in the face, you nosy neighbor cunt. But he doesn't because it's against the law, so shut up.
But the only reason I don't is because I do believe in being a good American, and I do believe in freedom of speech.
Yeah, right. Sure you do. Then you should actually support him having that flag up.
Exactly.
If you believe in freedom of speech, then you should be right there saying, you know what? What that symbolizes disgusts me, but he's got every right to fucking fly it high.
Absolutely.
Anything short of that is not being supportive of freedom of speech.
Sure.
Fucking poser fag.
I knew you'd love that.
Fucking poser bitch.
I know.
Idiots.
I love bringing these kind of stories to the table.
I'll start yelling.
Of course. Get your adrenaline pumping.
That's right. Wake me up.
It's like, I hate it.
I just don't get why do people want, do people not ever look ahead? That's always my question to a guy like this. A guy like this, I wouldn't argue with him about this fucking swastika. I would just ask him flat out, do you ever look ahead to the time that you're going to have something to say that someone else isn't going to like? And now they're going to come at you. And then are you going to feel fucking what? Boxed in? Threatened? Are you going to feel upset when they have a press conference telling you to paint your car a different color or something? Because green was the color that somebody else had when their sister got run over? You know, what the fuck? Wake up. Think ahead, you fucking retards.
Well, that always makes me laugh, though. I mean, you get one guy, just one guy out there who goes, you know what? I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to go against good taste. I'm going to go against the public moray.
Yeah.
It's my right to do it, even though I come off looking like a douche or an asshole doing it. Mm-hmm. But yet everybody's going to go, you can't do that, man.
Yeah. Well, dude, whatever happened to just fucking castigating somebody for, I can't believe I've used that twice in the one show.
Or shun.
Yeah, or shunning people for doing stuff like that. If this guy is fucking doing that, shun him.
Yeah.
Don't help him. He comes to to your place to get his car fixed or whatever. Don't give him the next appointment. Give him an appointment in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
You know, don't help him. Give him the bare minimum of everything that he wants. You know, make his life difficult through the legal channel. And then if he fucking straightens out, then you straighten out.
There you go. But see, even though I'm not a big proponent of the Mormon religion,
sure,
they have it right. You know, in their little communities, and you know, mostly in Utah, obviously. But
yeah,
if somebody doesn't, you know, assimilate to their, you know, their way of doing things,
sure,
they shun them.
Right.
They don't egg their house and tear their house down and set them on fire. They just shun them.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not welcome here.
Yeah, exactly. Sit over there. Sit by yourself.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be near you.
And that's just how it goes. But it's like, but holding press conferences and, you know, this upsets me and I'm just upset and I can't drive by that house and it just rattles me and, you know.
Well, the guy that's complaining is a fag. The fucking politicians are just, you know, they're just grandstanding for votes.
Of course they are.
That's all they're doing.
I'm for the people. I'm going to defend you people because, you know, this guy, what he's doing is just horrible.
Yeah, that's just an easy cock to suck right there.
Of course it is.
That's really what it is. It's, oh, well, look at what we did. We stood up against the guy that was waving the Nazi flag. See, that's so easy. You know, and then all their fucking political ad commercials in 2 years will be like, a true American. He fought for the rights to not have the Nazis. You know, they'll turn it into some bullshit.
I agree.
You know that's what it'll be too.
Of course it is.
Fucking idiots.
It's just like, it's all you're doing is capitalizing on a situation. It doesn't mean shit to you, but it's like, oh, you know what? This is a hot button topic here.
People will be upset. Don't call the talk shows about this.
So I'm going to jump in on the fray here.
That's right. I better put my name in there.
Right. Stupid.
Yep.
I thought you'd enjoy that, though.
That's fantastic.
I love it. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to play a song or two.
Yeah, play two.
Couple of songs. So I thought I'd play some Tesla.
All right.
From the Psychotic release.
Sounds good.
Thought I'd play some Freedom Slaves.
All right.
It's pretty apropos, don't you think?
Sure, that works.
All right. Well, here's Tesla with Freedom as Slaves exclusively here
on your classic metal show.